Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Piper Report. So I watched this video with Stefan Molyneux here, Facts over Feelz. It's a new one he did. He came out today, and in it, he debates this Jamaican woman who lives in Canada. I recommend everyone watch this. It is extremely painful to watch. It is extremely cringeworthy. When you hear her speak, and you hear her arguments, they aren't even arguments, but I felt bad for her. You actually pity her because Stefan literally obliterated her. And she is so ignorant of what is happening in the world that I'm going to play a little bit. Let's just watch a little bit here. I have it on a little bit of speed because, you'll see.
Of private companies that certainly have benefited from the fact.
Okay, they're talking about, I'll rewind a little bit. Illegal immigration they're talking about right now. And, she said that people benefit from illegal immigration and them coming over here. So let's watch a little bit.
Hey,
Well, for one thing,
having them here at all. Having them here, like once they're here, that's not the question is, what's the benefit of having illegal immigrants in the country for me?
Well, first of all, I know a lot of companies, of private companies that certainly have benefited from the fact of, hold on for just a second. I'm sorry.
Sure, other companies benefit. There are farmers who benefit from cheap labor, and there are people who get cheap maids, and there are people who get cheap gardeners.
Exactly.
But that's not me. How does I asked you how it benefits me, and they only get those people because my taxes go up. So the farmers get cheap labor, and the people get cheap maids, and other people get cheap nannies, and other people get cheap gardeners. But my taxes go up to pay for all of that. So the fact that they get cheap stuff is negative for me. So I want you to tell me, how does it benefit for me? I mean, farmers benefited from slavery. That doesn't mean that somehow that's good for the country, right?
All right, no. But I will say, though, that the social services that allow these...
Well, when he was saying that farmers, benefit from illegals, all this stuff, she's like, exactly. I shouldn't really be doing this because I feel like I'm mocking her, but I think this just shows that you should never debate a philosopher, and you should never debate someone who is incredibly far more intelligent than you are. Now, I'm not saying Stefan's a genius, but she was saying she's from Jamaica. She said the average IQ in Jamaica is 71. I don't know if that's true or not, but listening to her, I'm starting to... I believe it. I do believe it. I recommend you guys watch this, but I had to make a video of this because I commented like 5 different times in this video. That's just how I am. She represents a lot of the social justice warriors, the way they argue things. They look at things on emotional platitudes. They look at things not from facts, but from irrationality. And I understand that. We all, like I said before, we all want to be healthy. We want to care about others. Her whole argument of this is that if we allow illegals in the country, it will benefit everyone. And then Stefan said, yeah, but we got to, pay their welfare and stuff like that. She's like, yes, it will help. But she can't explain how it will help. And then Stefan just keeps playing her for a fiddle. Like, he keeps getting her to contradict herself, but he's too nice. He does not call her out on it at all. Like, every time she contradicts herself, he lets it go. And he really, I feel bad for her, but let's watch a little bit more, then I'll get back.
Care, no subsidized education, and so on. Then the value of illegal immigration would be far lower, and then there would be much less.
Well, probably. That's true.
That's not probably. People respond to incentives. It's absolutely true. I mean, it doesn't mean it would completely stop it, but it would be a huge disincentive, right? I mean, as you know, even with Trump talking about a border wall and so on, then the amount of illegal immigration into the United States has gone down enormously just this year alone. So if illegal immigrants were dealt with according to the laws in general, as far as I understand them, I'm no lawyer, which is you catch an illegal immigrant and you deport them back to their home country and they don't get to put their kids in school. And I know that there are some places where it's legal and so on, but if there was no welfare or government subsidies, grants, whatever it was, available, or education available for illegal immigration, then illegal immigration would be far lower, and then taxes could be lowered enormously. And then with the reduced taxes, we always see this in the West, when taxes go down, charitable contributions go up. So then desperate people could get help in their home countries from people who would be charitable towards that.
I beg to differ there, because certainly in the Scandinavian countries where the taxes are ridiculously high, those countries are definitely experiencing, where education is next to nothing. Is next to free in places like Germany or Sweden.
Next to free, like in places like Germany and Sweden. The basic rule of economics: there's no such thing as a free lunch. No such thing as a free lunch. It's not free.
And places like that, there are a lot of social services. The population benefits from these social services. So the taxes are high, and it's not just because of illegal immigration. The taxes are high in these countries generally, and they are benefiting from these high taxes because these social services, the persons, the locals of these countries are benefiting from these social services. So
Wait, hang on a second. Are you saying, Roxanne, are you saying to me that European countries don't have any problem with migrants or refugees or legal and illegal immigration from third world countries and from the Middle East?
No, they certainly do have problems with what's certainly.
Okay, I know it's kind of a mean video, but I had to make a response to it because it blows my mind. It literally blows my mind. And, I would understand if she would actually acquiesce and say, you know what, you're right, you know what, I'm wrong. But she is really, really stubborn about it. She truly, truly feels, or she has to make her point. She feels like she has to make her point that illegal immigration is good and it benefits everybody. But she can't answer why. She can't explain how. So it's pretty interesting here. So, and I'm done.